This one was a pretty unusual question in terms of it was really about farming. Do I recommend going into farming? And it's it's not I do get questions about farming, but never really get it that direct. Now, I do believe that farming has changed. I think that new developments mean people are getting sometimes higher yields for their crops, for certain crops, which makes it more profitable. I think the balance between uh, uh, sort of mechanization and sort of manual thing is swinging in some places, swinging in favor of the bigger farms. Not everywhere, not everywhere. Um, and I also think that you, for me, the trick is actually not exporting. I think that for me, the profit in farming is having a ready home market. And I think sometimes, particularly in sort of outside of Europe, some people are focused on exporting. I think no, the trick is to have something that sells readily in the country where you are. Uh, so much easier, and often you can get the backing, and this is very important. You can get the backing of the government and government schemes in many countries because they know what they need. Most governments are trying to support, more food production at home, and you'll be surprised um, what support you can get if you go to the right organizations in in the home countries. So, including here in where I live in Europe. So I think farming's becoming more attractive in that way. Um, the thing about it's always getting, I said, product to the market. It's always about getting access to the marketplace. So you do need to use the whatever supports available to make sure you can get your product to the marketplace. I think also the thing of processing is worth looking at. I think that along with farming these days, you should also look at food processing. This could be drying, tinning, canning, or whatever, packaging, juicing, um, all kind of things like that. I think it's worth looking at that side of it as well. When you think about farming, think about the processing, because of course that processing adds value. Otherwise, other people are buying your produce, and they're the ones getting the added value. So I would also think, if you're thinking about farming, think also about that processing as well. Different types of processing, getting oil from things as well. All these different types of processing, and I think the cost of setting up certain processing plants has also come down as well. So I think it's worth looking into that. So I think farming, very strategic, being involved in food. Uh, Try and see if it's first of all, look at the local market, and also look at the processing. But I definitely would say that farming is worth a look.